Hi everyone, welcome back to Barbie Dolls of the Week. So this week I have 4 dolls that I want to share with you. But before I do, I want to give you an update on my husband's situation. So we have gotten through, or he has gotten through half of the 4 planned cycles of chemo, which are 3 weeks each. And they've been relatively okay. His numbers are doing a little better, or doing better. And also, we got to see the specialist on Thursday finally for multiple myeloma. And we're going to be having some changes coming up. He will be going from injections to infusions, and also twice or once a week versus twice a week for that. So I'm hoping that'll be easier on him physically. And also, they are talking at this point that a stem cell transplant is a very good possibility that that's going to happen probably in January or February. So that'll be a lot to go through, and it's quite an intense procedure with a long recovery. So anyway, one other thing, they had to take him off one of the medicines because he had a adverse reaction to that medicine, and hopefully that will take care of that. So I guess that's about all. Keep praying, and if you pray and thinking good thoughts, if you think good thoughts for us, I think it's helping, and it's certainly something I appreciate. So with that, I'm going to move on to the dolls. The first one I want to show you I found at a flea market in the recent months, and I've just now gotten around to being able to work with her and try to figure out who she is. So that's what I'm hoping that you guys can help me with, is I'm trying to figure out what doll this is, because I thought I knew when I first got her. I thought she was cut and style Barbie, African American obviously, but here's how long her hair is. It's about down to her shins, I guess that would be. But anyway, it's pretty long, and it was in pretty good condition. I did wash her the other night and, let her dry and brushed her hair some more. So here's her face, and her bangs are really in her face. I keep pushing them back. So let me hold those back, and that's what she looks like. Now, I've compared her in my identification books to Cut and Style Barbie, Totally Hair Barbie, which I don't believe she is. And there was another one, Glitter Hair, I think. Glitter Hair. So I'm not sure if she's any of those, because also it says on the back of her neck, I believe, 1987, and that would be before those dolls, I believe. As far as where she was made, I think it said Taiwan. Let me get my thing out, because I remember looking last week, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that says Taiwan. So hard to see sometimes, especially when it's, not a different color than what the back of the doll is. Her hair keeps getting caught on her hand, so let's try and get that out of the way. She did have a ring. By the way, she has 4 upper eyelashes, and it looks like 2 on the bottom. This dress is obviously not her original dress. And anyway, I paid a little bit more than I would have normally paid, because I thought she was one of those 2 dolls that I mentioned earlier, 2 of those 3. I hadn't really thought of Glitter Hair. And she was in a package, so I couldn't see her real well. But now I don't know. I can't figure out who she is. And I put her on a website, or sorry, a Facebook page for identification. Nobody has responded, so I'm a little surprised. Usually it's pretty easy, but again, that's what she looks like. If that helps. 4 eyelashes on the top. If I said eyebrows, I didn't mean it. And 2 on the bottom. There are 2 little white dots in her eyes, sort of diagonally, like that. And let me look at those again. Let's see. Hold this back. Yeah, so the 2 dots are where I described them. Just wanted to make sure. So if anybody can help me figure it out, I'd certainly appreciate it. It's just always a mystery when you don't know and you thought you knew at first. So that is her, whoever she is. And now I want to move on to the newest members of the Barbie family here, and that is the Barbie Rewind Dolls from, I was going to say knockoffs from the 80s, but that's not a good term. So let's not use that term. Let's start with the blonde. So let me get her up here. So here's the box. They're very colorful. They're a drawing, obviously, and it does say 80s edition on them. And they're really, let me show you the back. It says Barbie Rewind. It launches with a totally tubular throwback collection, which commemorates favorite pop culture looks from the decade, and this is the Career Girl one. And they do have, guess what, the other two dolls on the back, so that's the way I like it. The side is just pretty much what you would expect, but here's the trick. If you haven't seen this yet, it's so cool the way they did this. This is like a giant VHS tape. For those who may not be old enough, I still have some I'm stumbling here. VHS tapes. So it's like this, and you just pull it out, and normally it comes out very easy, but this one is not. And it looks even on the outside like a VHS tape, a giant one. So, here's the label that you would get, and write whatever it was you were putting on that tape. In this case, Barbie Rewind by Mattel, 80s edition. And then here is the doll itself. So, originally I wasn't going to get these, but they went on sale at Walmart.com for $25 versus $40, which is a huge difference, and I snapped them up. So I've got all three to show you today. And unfortunately, with the windows open, as you know, there is a glare. I like her. Can you guys guess the one thing, just one little thing that I don't like about this? You're right, if you said the bow. I think that totally takes away from the business look. I don't think she needs it. It's just too cutesy for words, and I don't care for it. But other than that, I like it. I love the skirt, love the jacket. The top is fine from what I can see. I don't think I'll take these out at this point. They do have a what appears to be fake audio cassette in here, which is also very 80s. Not a fake one, but an audio cassette. And her little briefcase that matches her skirt, which is a little odd. A giant mobile phone. They weren't cell phones, mobile phones, and not too many people had those in the 80s. And then, little business reports and, of course, a brush. I don't think, I was going to say I don't think she comes with a stand, but I see the stand thing in the corner. So she must indeed come with a stand. So she's got a brush and a stand, and what do you know, shoes. So I think this is the best of the three, in my opinion. The next one I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you them in order of how I like them. And again, it's really cool the concept they came up with. This one is a little hard. There it goes. A little stiff getting it in and out, but that's okay. It works. So here we have this one, which is the African American one, and I just noticed the bottom of her box is torn a little bit. So, yeah, that's not good. But I'm going to worry about the doll. So first of all, here's the back. And she's a musician, kind of like from the Rockers. Someone said she also looks like Dance Club Devin, was it? I'm not sure. There's a Dance Club Kayla, but anyway, she looks like another doll. I like the drawing and the earrings. Now, in this case, and again, it's got the same box design. Oops, almost knocked it over. With the VHS look. And side part with the label. And here's the doll. Guess I should have left the windows. Let me turn this off at least. This computer next to me. Let's see if I can get it to turn off. There it goes. Okay. So, yeah, I like the skirt. It's got a little ruffle at the bottom. She's got a fake cassette, a brush, a stand, and I guess that's sort of a guitar. I'm not sure if there's a certain name for that instrument or what, but it's a sort of, actually, it's not a guitar because it has a keyboard, I just noticed. Not a guitar. Yeah, I don't know what that's called. Let me see if the box describes that because I'm just curious. Um, hmm. Don't see it on here. I may be missing it, but you know what's funny is they have. Oh, she does have a boombox in here. I just noticed that as well. There's all these shadows in this box, and it's sometimes hard to see things. But yeah, she has a boombox, a purple one up here. Now here's what she looks like. Her face and her, she has crimped hair, I believe you would call it, from the look. Let's see. Sure looks crimped or could be curled. Again, I haven't taken any of these out yet, so I haven't seen the whole look. And I think I have seen them online, but I don't really know. To me, it looks crimped, but it could be curled. Does anybody know? But yeah, she was my second favorite. Definitely like that one. And my least favorite, which is kind of unusual, is the African American one. Certainly nothing to do with her skin color, but it's her face mold. I just don't love that face mold on this doll. So here's the picture on the front before I take her out. And she's got that wonderful headband with some colors on it. And that bodysuit. It's just so 80s. Or this would be early 80s, like 82, 83 maybe. I don't know, something like that. So that's like about the time that Great Shape Barbie came out. And you know, they did have an African American doll in that line. So I have her and she's gorgeous. This one, now that I see her in person, the face mold isn't as much of an issue, but it's just when I was only ordering two because they were $40 each, I decided not to get this one, but when they became $25 each, which might still be going on now, by the way, on Walmart.com, you might want to check if you're interested. I decided all three are coming to my house. And so she's got the Barbie label from, you know, the font from back then that you see on this box is also on her shirt, workout shirt. She's got Barbie on her, you know, underneath part for the bathing suit like part. And I'm surprised it's not on the leg warmers because the leg warmers actually have a pattern on them and I think they match the scarf. It looks like to me. She's got a little tiny little gym bag. I mean, the smallest gym bag I've seen at Barbie have. And then she's got the exercise stand that she can get up on, or forget what those are called. That's not a stand. I have one downstairs actually. So yeah, the one you get on and off and doing aerobic exercises sometimes. So yeah, that is her, and this is the third of the three dolls. I still like this one the least. You know, I'd much rather have a doll especially when I was buying dolls in the 80s. I don't know exactly when I bought the Great Shape line because I wanted a doll in really fashionable clothing and something fun or even fashion jeans, even though that wasn't so glamorous. It was really nice for a jeans outfit. So that's what I was looking for, and this would have been this type of doll or even Great Shape dolls would have been last on my list of once I got to it. You know, I still wanted it, of course, but yeah, all the other ones were more appealing, to be honest. So that's what I would say about this line. Overall, they did a great job. I give hats off to the people who designed these boxes. They are just so unique, so clever, and fun. And so that's wonderful. And the dolls are great too. I don't mean to undersell the dolls. I just think it's a wonderful set. I do think it's overpriced at $40 a doll. Maybe that's why they put them down to $24.99 or $88 already, at least at Walmart, because that's a lot for one doll. And I think in the 80s, these truly would have been maybe, you know, $12, $15, but 40 is a big jump now. Here we are 30 something years later, so I do understand inflation, but anyway, if you want them, I guess you have to spend the price and find good deals. In the meantime, take care, guys. I'll keep you posted on everything. And thanks so much for all your support. And I am getting messages, but it's sometimes really slow when I see them or after you write them. So please bear with me. And I so appreciate all the messages of support. Somebody even sent me one on eBay, and I found that very interesting, and that's how I knew they had given me one. So, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye bye.